Welcome to the shave, everybody. Tonight we're going to do a full-on Yaqi shave. I want to thank Grace from Yaqi for sending me these things. Thank you, Grace. And we will begin with Yaqi's collaboration with Master Soap Creations, their Ouds. Ouds, the scent of this is very reminiscent of a Taylor of Old Bond Street Ouds. Not exactly the same, but if I was going to put it in a family, that's where it would be. Very good scent. If you like Taylor of Old Bond Street Oud, you'll like this one. And I've used Master Soap Creation soaps before. I know their performance. There's nothing to worry about there. Tonight we will be whipping up that lather in a Sharp Shaver OG bowl. I've already got some scooped and ready to go, and I've scooped a little heavy. And our brush of choice tonight will be the Yaqi Bandstand Dice. Very cool. I will give you guys the details on this one later, but let me tell you something. I'm already going to tell you now, I've never used this brush, and I already love it. How do I know that? Well, this knot, I believe, is the same as this knot. Look at it. They could be twins. Yaqi sent me 4 brushes a long time ago to do a review on, and I fell in love with this. So if that's the same knot, I can already tell you, I'm going to enjoy this very much. And to finish the night off with another Yaqi product, I have the Yaqi Ultima Slant. Now, I've never used a slant razor. This will be my first try. But I've seen slant razors, and this doesn't look very slanted to me. Would you consider this a semi-slant? Anyway, this is a fully adjustable razor, 2-piece, and I will get more into the details of this when we get up to the man cave. So I'm going to head off to the shower now, and I'll meet you guys at the mirror. Good stuff. Smells really good. This is very smooth. I've used the Ultima and the Ultima Open Comb a couple times already. This is much smoother than both of those. With that said, I think I've got a better lather tonight. This is very slick tonight. I can feel it. Very nice. I've taken to using my leftover beard soap as a, oh, like a pre-shave for the next round, I guess you'd put it that way. Look at that. Now, with the hand wet, this, oh, and I got soap on my fingers too. There's soap on the handle. That's why it feels so slick. The hand wet and some soap on it, this is pretty slick. But those holes in there help you get a good grip on it. So it's not really that bad. Just dig your fingers in a little bit and you're good to go. Yes, this is extremely smooth. I love this. I gotta tell you guys, if there's not much stubble left over after 3 passes, this could be a daily driver. This is really smooth. Oh my God. But again, I think I've got a pretty good lather today, so that may be, you know, part of it. Well, I'm sure it is part of it. What am I doing? Getting ahead of myself. Okay. Feels good. Well, for what we've got so far, it feels pretty efficient. Let's see what happens. See how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna, just for safety's sake, I'm gonna get this lather going a little more. Maybe spray some on the brush there. Look at that. Look at that just coming alive again. Wow. I can get 3 more passes out of this. Okay, let's check it out. This cheek is baby butt. Now I have a trouble spot right here. I don't feel anything. I have trouble spots here. That's gone. The neck is fine. I always have a problem here. That's still here, right there. Some stubble, but this is clean. So check this out. Now, I usually have stubble left over right in here too, so. Let's see. Excuse me, guys. Okay, so there does appear to be just a touch right here. My usual spot. Okay. Oh. Maybe I need to go up at an angle. Yeah, there we go. Got it. Okay. And then I got a spot right here. Got like 4 or 5 hairs. So we'll go every direction on that. Got it. Yeah, you know, I always have a little bit of leftover right here, probably because of the fat on the neck. Not much I can do about that, and I'm not going to chase it because I don't need the irritation. But yeah, smooth as ice, guys. All right, let's move upstairs. Okay, we are a few hours removed. Finished my shave. I had a couple lessons I had to do, so now I'm up here in the man cave, and I'm ready to give you guys a rundown on what we used tonight and how it went. Guys, today was one of these shaves where the planets aligned and everything came together. The gear was working, the lather was right, the face, it just felt really good. So I thought I'd give you guys a rundown of everything. All right, first, let's go here. We got the razor. Today's razor was the Yaqi Ultima Slant on level 2. Now, I've been running either the Yaqi Ultima or the open comb version for the past few weeks. And I have to tell you, this one impresses me more so far. I've said before, the Ultima has a good set of teeth on it. I had to keep going lower and lower, and I only got down to 2.5. So I can't really say that it's too rough, but my lather wasn't very good either. So I'm going to lay some of that blame on that too. The open comb came across as a little milder, which you wouldn't expect that for an open comb, but it was. But I like open combs. But again, my lather wasn't very good. Tonight, I feel like I had a pretty decent lather. I took my time, put it all together, and it was just working really well. And this gave a very, very smooth, comfortable shave. Now, like I said, this doesn't look very slanted to me. So would you call this a semi-slant? I think I said that in my intro. Anyway, I find this to be a very smooth shave. And usually I try to find things that I can pick on and, you know, may make some kind of a not negative comment, but make some kind of off comment about. But I can't say anything bad about this. I enjoyed it very much. I will try it on the higher levels now, but on level 2, I mean, I'm baby smooth. This was a great shave all around. Loved it. All right, my blade choice tonight was the Gillette Silver Blue blade. Say that 5 times fast. You know what? If you know, you know. The Silver Blues have a good reputation for a reason. So if you like them, you like them. If you don't, then just move on to something else. I thought it gave a really good shave. It was a good match for this razor, and I will be using it again with this razor. But I do want to try other blades in this razor just to see. I was so impressed with this tonight that I do want to see it with other blades. So I'll be trying it with a Bic Chrome, a Voskhod, a Feather, a Kai. I'll give it the run through of the blades that I tend to usually use. All right, let's talk about this brush. Like I told you guys in the beginning, I already knew I was going to like this because this knot is the same knot that is in that blue brush. So there's nothing to report other than it's a cool brush. Now I've got some stats here on some specs here on the screen. This is the Yaqi Bandstand Dice version. It's got the green die inside. Let's see. It's got a 26 millimeter synthetic knot, 60 millimeter loft. The handle is 89 millimeters tall. It's a pretty tall brush. 36 millimeters across the widest point, and it weighs 141 grams. It's a heavy brush. Now here's the thing. It's got this 28-sided die inside. I think that's called like a polyhedral, something like that. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, I don't really understand the meaning of this, like why this is in here. Because when you're lathering, that's right in your ear, you know? So, but it does come out. Well, you can take the top or the bottom off. Just unscrew it. Drop it out. You got it there. So, with that in mind, you could put other things in there, like a mini Lego guy, or a little rubber duck, something, maybe a little razor blade box. Now, we'll see. We'll see what shows up. So, you know, Barry suggested maybe printing out some Van Halen stripes, laminating them, and put it in there, around there. That would look pretty cool for a shave of the day pick. But yeah, anyway, the top and bottom both come off, and you can just take that out of there. So that's what I did. I took it out and laid it off to the side. That way it's not rattling around in there while I'm trying to lather up. I think that's not going to be irritating. Anyway, but overall, I love the brush. I have to tell you guys, the bandstand brush, which is the silver tip badger version of this, I did a review of it maybe 1 or 2 videos ago. I thought the bandstand was going to be about this size. This is a pretty big brush. But that bandstand handle, it's about this big next to this. It's pretty small. I was kind of hoping for this, but, you know, oh well. This fits I've got big hands, so this fits really well. I really like this brush. So this was a winner. I got no complaints other than that die, you know, making noise. All around, good shave tonight. All right, the shave soap tonight was Ouds. It's a collaboration between Yaqi and Master Soap Creations. Now look, this one instantly reminded me of Taylor of Old Bond Street Oud. And I don't say that lightly. Very similar, rich and smooth, not overpowering. It's right in that same neighborhood. So I feel confident to say that if you like the scent of Taylor of Old Bond Street Oud, you will like this. It's not exact, but it's in that neighborhood and it's close enough that I think if you like that one, you'll like this one too. Texture-wise, it's what I'd call a croap. It's not a full-on cream, but it's not a full-on hard soap either. Easy to scoop, easy to lather. And, well, you saw what was in my bowl, right? After I finished downstairs, what you saw before, I got back in the shower to wash my face off, and I took what I had in the bowl and washed my face with it, and I looked down, there's still some in the bowl. So I lathered that up again, got a full lather that I could have gotten three passes out of. I washed my face with that, rinsed everything out, and there was still like a little sliver of soap in there. So I lathered that up, and I got another face wash out of it. Incredible. Incredible. I wasted a lot of soap tonight. I could have gone with a quarter of what was in there. Great soap. Loved it. All around, it was a very, very nice soap. Master Soap Creations. You get a thumbs up from me. Now, I've had four soaps from Yaqi. Smoking Aces. Love it. What's the pirate ship one? Lost at Sea? No, what's the name of it? Oh, just like me not to have the names together. Anyway, the Betty Betts wasn't really for me. That scent wasn't good, but this is good. This Ouds is good. So the Ouds, the pirate ship one, and Smoking Aces so far, those are the only ones I've tried. Love those. So anyway, if you've had Master Shave Creation soaps before, you know what you're getting. Very good performance, very slick, lathers very well, and the scents are very strong. Matter of fact, I can still smell the oud on my skin. Very nice, very nice. Okay, guys, like I said before, when I do a video, I usually try to find little things that I can nitpick on just to keep it honest. But tonight, there's nothing major, rather than that dye, that polyhedral, whatever it's called, rattling around inside that handle. Other than that, there's no big deals. And that's an easy fix. You just unscrew it and take it out. So the razor was smooth. The blade was perfect, which, I've never had a complaint with Gillette Silver Blues. The brush felt great. But again, I've got history with that same knot, so there were no surprises there. The soap knocked it out of the park. Face feels awesome. No irritation. Just a clean, smooth face. And that's what it is all about. All right, guys. Well, that is all from me tonight. If you've tried any of this gear, drop it down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about it. Always good to hear from you guys. And as always, what I like, you may hate. What I hate, you may love. So if there's something out there, if there's somebody out there that you've been following around and you agree with a lot of the stuff that they say, well, it's good to take their advice. But for now, I guess we will call that a shave, and y'all stay smooth.